Morning, family. I'm going to link an excellent video down below by our sister Nez. She just so clearly and beautifully explains how we no longer know Christ after the flesh, and explains the difference between his teaching and his audience when he was in the flesh on the earth, and how we know him as the church, the ascended Christ, and why that's so important to distinguish and not take the two and intermingle them and come up with this lukewarm mixture as if the work was not finished. And I just wanted to add a couple sets of scriptures really quick to her video, also that is just kind of like my own supplement to it, scriptural supplement. But, when he's talking here in Hebrews 9, Paul is saying, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God? For this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. For a testament is of force after men are dead. Otherwise it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth. So that is Jesus Christ, and it's like a will. It's like, this is the inheritance. And then once that person dies, that testament comes into effect. And Romans 7, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he lives. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he lives. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So then if, while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. Remember when God called Israel, adulterers, when they were judged and condemned by the law of the old covenant? But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law, by the body of Christ, that ye should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto God. See, that is the risen Christ. And we are dead to the law by the body of Christ, that we should be married to another, to Christ. Dead to the law. We can't mix the two, or that spiritual adultery. For when we were in the flesh, the motions of sins which were by the law did work in our members to bring forth fruit unto death. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held, that we should serve in newness of spirit, and not in the oldness of the letter. But please go listen to Nez's teaching if you haven't. Promise it'll bless you. It's just very clear, and she just broke it down beautifully, explained it beautifully. And I love you guys. Have a blessed day in Jesus.